So I have the job title of an Allied Health Professions Professional Lead for Shropshire Community Trust. For the past 2 years, I have chaired the AHP faculty, and that's been an amazing opportunity to meet people that I wouldn't normally come across, and to really see relationships grow. So I was very fortunate to be probably in the right place at the right time to take that on, and it's been an absolute privilege and a very steep learning curve.
You trained as
Yes.
in a profession, didn't you,
Oh,
as
yes.
an AHP?
I am
So
actually a physio by clinical background.
Yeah.
I did a 4-year BSc in speech and language, but I do like it. I think it works well in a small team like children's AHPs.
And I think I do the same. So as an occupational therapist by background, I always would say I'm an AHP and an occupational therapist. And, kind of that's become something that I think is really important in terms of the organisation and just raising the profile of what AHPs do within the organisation, because there are the 7 different professions. I trained quite late. I came into the NHS in my 30s, so I trained as a painter previously and done a lot of community work with children. Children have always been kind of in the picture. Went straight into community service almost, and loved community working, and that was my first love. I loved the challenge, the variation, and I think that's a really common theme about people who work in community services, liking that variation.
As a collective group of professions, we're definitely stronger together, recognising that we're all unique. I think my role, particularly within faculty, has really shown me how much we can learn from each other, how much similarity there is, but how unique we all are in our different professions, which has its challenges, but it's also, it adds to that. Every day is different. Every day gives you a different challenge to overcome.
It's a real delight to know that they value the career that you're doing and the work and the value that you add to the work that they're doing with the kids, isn't it?
I wish I'd known then the diversity of professions that I know about now.
Oh, what would you have been?
I think I'd have still been a physio, but I might have dabbled in radiography and thought about it, but it was so rewarding. But just knowing that there's more than what you see on TV, that we're all completely intertwined and that we all bring something different to support the individual or the community or the education of a young person.
And I think particularly in children's, we work in teams, so we do work with other professionals as well as other AHPs, but that team working is quite a strong bond. And I think talking to us or coming and finding out about work experience with us, those are all really good ways of
definitely
getting into the sort of know what the diversity is like within the career pathways.
I added it up and we've taken 13 leadership students during COVID. It's been eye-opening. It's had its challenges, but mostly it's been so rewarding to get back engaged with students. And part of what I'm really proud of the students we've had is the legacy they've left behind them.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the nicer sort of things, the things that I enjoy most about leadership is enabling people and supporting people. Yeah, it's most rewarding to be able to go and do that work and see other people achieving what they need to achieve in their environments. Yeah. We've got people who are able to almost rotate their placements within Shropshire.
One of the things that I think the next big thing for us is going to be about research as well, isn't it? And the focus on evidence-based practice.
The flexibility, I think, of our job roles enable people to have that additional CPD time and move around it a little bit.
But I think all of these things around how you engage different parts of the system to get the best, that's really important, isn't it?
I'd never done a placement in the community, so again, just having the opportunity to see how people really live.
Yeah.
The community gives you such a different insight into healthcare.
And I think that's really important. In terms of AHP leadership, I see that as where we would be heading, is to improve those pathways across Shropshire and Telford and Wrekin, and working towards putting those pathways, making them smoother and seamless for
More
people,
glue,
so you can
less
be
gap.
naught and go to 90 without having to negotiate
Yeah.
lots of different
Yeah.
services. We're thinking about pieces of advice, career advice. What could we say?
Find your tribe. A network is important, but it may not be the network that you used to have.
I felt really well supported in the roles that I've been lucky to come into. So in the seconded role, the support that I've had from you, Alison, but Liz as well, but also other people within the organisation.